I don't know if you guys have heard anything about Supermassive Games making a new game called Blade Runner. This is pretty much the studio that was behind Until Dawn, and they make some really good games, and I kind of want to come back to that later because I want to talk about the company a little bit. Next gen Blade Runner game from the studio behind Until Dawn reportedly scrapped. Supermassive Games, the studio behind horror adventures like Until Dawn, The Quarry, and the Dark Pictures anthology series, has reportedly ceased development on an unannounced Blade Runner game. As reported by Insider Gaming, Supermassive was working on character-focused cinematic action adventure game about the last Blade Runner. The story would have allegedly followed a vintage Nexus 6 model named Solange, I think that's what it's pronounced, under orders to retire, the leader of an underground replicant network who gets betrayed and left for dead in a harsh environment, with gameplay broken up into stealth combat and exploration, investigation, and dramatic character interactions. This would have been very interesting to see coming from this company, because if you don't know, like the games like Until Dawn, The Quarry, and on stuff like that, like most games they make is very, very like story heavy, like you chart your own path. This would have been very, very different coming from the studio, so it would have been really interesting to see. And maybe that's why they scrapped it, because maybe it's just something that they're like not used to, so they didn't really want to like branch out too much without knowing for sure if people would want to play it. Insider Gaming reported that Blade Runner Time to Live had a full development budget of roughly 45 million, including 9 million earmarked for external performance capture and acting talent. That's crazy. That's a lot of money. The report claimed it had 10 to 12 hours single player story, began pre-production in September 2024, and would have been planned for September 2027 launch on PC and both the current and next generations of the console. Via Insider Gaming report, the game has allegedly fell apart due to an issue with Alcon Entertainment, which owns the right to Blade Runner, and the project was canceled sometime last year. So it didn't really last long. I mean, because last year was 2024, and then September is like at the end of the year. So it would not have lasted long, like at all. In the summer of 2023, publisher Annapurna Interactive, which made Stray, announced it would be developing its first in-house game based on Blade Runner's franchise, titled Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth. It was billed as the first Blade Runner game in 25 years. We have heard or seen nothing since, which is really crazy. By the looks of it, it looks like Annapurna might be continuing their little Blade Runner thing, but I don't know, I guess we'll have to see. Probably won't come out for a while if they did, but that's definitely a studio that like I would trust with it. I feel like I've seen them make some pretty good games before, so I have no doubt that they would make another good game. I kind of wanted to talk about Supermassive Games a little bit too, because they have made some really, really huge like bangers before. Can we just look at their little roster they have here? You know, sometimes we do this, sometimes we look at like companies to like analyze what really what they really have going on. Like I know maybe like a month ago we were looking at Ubisoft, because it's really crazy to compare where they're at now versus like where they were before, where they were making some really, really good games and stuff like that. Now they're like kind of going down the hole. But like look at all these things that they have made before. The Devil in Me is really, really good. I mean, these are all like horror games. The Quarry's really good. I don't think I played House of Ashes. There's a lot of people that likes Little Nightmares. Little Hope's really good. Man of Medan. I think Man of Medan, I believe, was like multiplayer. But yeah, that was really good. I don't think I've ever played Shattered State, but I think they're the most known for their Until Dawn series. And then if you guys don't know, apparently they are also releasing a Until Dawn movie, which I feel like I heard about, but like I didn't like know, and I didn't really hear about it at the same time. Like I heard they were making it, but like I'd never seen the trailer and stuff, so I thought I'd show you guys the trailer because kind of interesting, I guess. I kind of just want to see like what the concept is. I mean, I'm assuming the concept would be the same as the game, right? But I kind of just want to see what it's about. And you guys know with these video games movies, like it's either going to be really good or it's going to be really bad, and there's no in between. So let's kind of see what this is about really quick.
I can't.
Please, no!
Up the road, there's a place. Stuck in time.
What is that?
Stuck in time.
Every time we die, we find ourselves back here again. But the night is never the same. We're here,
Stuck in time.
but the night is never the same. Every night, something new is trying to kill us. Something new is trying to kill us. What is
If we want to survive,
Oh my...
we have to make it until dawn.
I want out.
Until dawn.
Please let me out.
We have to make
Please
it
let me out.
until dawn. We have to make it.
Up the road, that's where people get into trouble.
I mean, I guess. I mean, just from the trailer, it looks a little cheesy. I feel like that's what I'm getting from it, is a little cheesy. I haven't really heard good things about it so far. Yeah, like the comment right here. I love the concept of this movie. I just wish it wasn't called Until Dawn when it's not like Until Dawn. This ain't Until Dawn. This is before the sun rises. Crazy. This is probably the fastest I've been hyped to hear about a film, then unhyped. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm never like really hyped about a game film, if that makes sense. Because like I said, they're either really good or they're really bad. It's never any in between. So right now, you guys can't see it, but I have the Until Dawn movie pulled up, the reviews. It's at a 3.9, so you got a decent amount of 5 stars, and then you have a good amount of 1 stars. If you want to check it out, go see it for yourselves. I don't know. You can't always like just rely on everybody's reviews, but sometimes like the movies aren't nearly as good as the game. I mean, one adaptation that I think did a really good job though is one that's actually kind of releasing right now, The Last of Us. They're doing a really good job. I mean, I haven't watched the new season yet, but the first season of The Last of Us on HBO has been really, really good. So I highly suggest you check that out. So far about the second season, I've been hearing some mixed things about it, so we will see how it is at the end.